I'm back. I'm going to do a video with a few tips for you, the parents and the caregivers. So I do have these feeling cards available for you to pick up from the library. It's just 6 cards. It's not overwhelming. I kept it very simple. But this goes along with our theme this week for social emotional learning. And it's very important with social emotional learning that children understand the thinking that goes behind those skills. And we are learning socially and emotionally from birth until forever. I'm still learning and you're still learning. Toddlers have big feelings. We all know that. And so it helps for them to be able to put a name to the feeling and to be able to talk about it. You might wonder how that transfers to story time, and it's very important for pre-literacy skills to have social emotional thinking. Children who can identify emotions, who can recognize emotions in themselves and how they behave differently based on what they're feeling, how their friends are feeling, and how they need to respond to a friend. Children who have that understanding, it transfers to reading because they see that in a story. And so they better understand how a character is feeling and how that's affecting the plot of the story, how that may be causing a problem in the story, and how the characters came up with solutions to that problem. And so it is very critical to have the social emotional learning, this thinking, to be successful readers. There are different activities you can do with these cards. The first one is just simply to name the emotions, and I don't think the words show up on camera, but each one is labeled with the emotion, so it tells you that this one is I feel happy. And so one thing you can do is show these to your toddler and teach them the different emotions. And when you're doing that, it's very important to explain the differences. So this emoji, we have a smile, our eyes are relaxed. You can also start this with your face. And so you can show your child, this is how I look when I'm happy. And you can take your child's hands and let them feel your face, your smile, show them how your eyes and eyebrows are relaxed when you're happy, and then let them mimic that for you. Eventually they will get to where they can look at the card and talk about it. So you start by describing your face, describing the card. The child learns these emotions, then they get to the point where they can describe your face, describe the faces on the cards, and name those emotions. Then you can, once they've had that experience, you can turn this into a game. And so you put your cards down, face down, you select a card, you mimic it, and let your child guess. When you transfer this to reading, it's very simple, and it really starts with you thinking out loud as you read. And so as you're reading a story to your child, you think out loud, oh, look at the bear. The bear is frowning, or the bear's eyes look wide and scared. And so you start describing the pictures and the emotions that you're seeing in the story, and then ask open-ended questions. When you feel like your child has heard you do this and heard you describe the emotions, start asking your child open-ended questions. What do you notice about the bear's face? How do you think the bear is feeling? What do you think he will do? And just those type of questions build those pre-literacy skills. And when they're open-ended, there's not a right or a wrong. It just develops that love of learning and love of reading that is so important.